They were hiring people for roles, but they were not showing up. When the customer first reached out, they were trying to solve a labor shortage, and so there was a lot of lost production that was going on. This project, like many of our other projects, required a very thoughtful approach due to the nature of the product being handled. So with veneer, no two pieces of veneer are the same. So different veneer peelers will induce different microstructures into the veneer. We're able to overcome this, but we just need to know that that's a potential issue. A big part of our system is understanding where the product came from before and where it's going to go to after, because there's a lot of things that we can do from a ergonomic and plant flow to help make sure that the forklift operators aren't having to drive unnecessarily far, and that we're receiving material oriented a certain way, or that we're orienting it a certain direction for it to go out to the next process. And so we're sketching up the area, and then now with LiDAR being implemented in our phones, we're able to do 3D scans as well. The scanning and modeling helped move the conversation forward in a way that it gave everyone a clear picture of what was actually being presented, how it's actually going to fit. And because of the precision of our scans, we're able to see in real time before anything actually hits the floor where it's going to be. Some of the things that were important to the customer were volume or production speeds. So in order to maximize the ROI on the system, we definitely needed to hit certain production speeds. And then flexibility was another big one. While this primary function of the system is to sort and stack veneer, when it's not doing that, it's also going to be used for manual panel grading. So the robot will be able to pick up plywood panels, present them to an operator, and then the operator can determine which grade of plywood that is, and the robot will go set it down in the appropriate conveyor for that grade. Getting on site early is great for getting team buy-in throughout all levels of the project. So working with the plant level operators that are going to have to manage the system, understanding exactly what they're doing. So we're capturing all aspects of the process so that nothing gets left out. Also getting an idea of overhead base. So while we put our robots on pedestals and stands, that all takes up height, and some ceilings in these manufacturing plants are quite low. And so getting on site really helps us get a better spatial awareness of what's going on. The 3D scan and simulation also help people that may not be as technical understand what's going on in the system. It really helps give them a clear idea of what's being asked for. This format works for customers long-term because pixels are cheaper and easier to cut and manipulate than real steel in production. So for every project we take on, we work through a system of steps called our programmed path. And the first step in that path is the engage step. And we do this engage step with every project that we quote. We find that working upfront through as many of the details as we can really helps set a project up for success and help minimize any unforeseen hurdles throughout the project.